Hello world, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond Reality. So I did a little mining and found a nickel vein. Actually, I'd already found a nickel vein and it was marked on my map conveniently, so I flew down there and tore that thing to shreds. And now I'm in the process of making Cooper nickel, which is copper and nickel as the name would imply. And what we're going to do is start working on this blast furnace. Now, the easiest way to figure out what you need is just to look at the electric blast furnace block and it'll tell you what you need. But there's some special things you need to do in order to get this to work off of low voltage electricity. We're going to need some, I think, some extra energy hatches. But once we get to the point of constructing this thing, I'll probably duck out and figure out exactly what it is we need to do to get this up and working. But for now, we're getting the heating coils underway, which require Cooper nickel wire, and since we have that steaming away, we're going to want the wire mill to make us some wire. Now, as you can see, I've went pretty crazy getting all the GregTech machines here, the basic ones. You know, the alloy smelter and the macerator I could have probably passed on. It's not actually any faster than the Bronze Age ones. I think we got to wait until we get up to at least medium voltage before replacing those guys down there is actually an option. And I've got plenty more nickel being smelted up down there. So let's see, what else? What other developments? I did get this to be able to make my my processors or circuits or whatever. So you need this laser engraver, you need the assembling machine, and a forming press, and that basically allows you to get everything you need to make the CPUs. And then you need the liquid tin from here, which is what we got in here currently. So basically what you want to do is, in order to make these circuit boards, you need some medium voltage wiring, which is, you can make it from copper foil. And what you do is just basically feed copper plates back into the bending machine and you get your foil. And you take your foil and place it in the precision laser engraver. And I made the Ignis lens, which you can make just from a single Ignis fire crystal you find laying around from Thaumcraft. I felt that it, you know, it seemed appropriate. But yeah, you just feed your foil into here, and it's going to spit out those engraved bits, and then you take those with some silicone plates, which you can make using the extruder. Now, you can use the Ender IO silicone, but you have to rebake it. So you take the Ender IO silicone and pass it through the smelter again, and it will spit out the GregTech silicone. And you feed it into your extruder with your plate shape, and it'll make you these silicone plates. So you need 4 of these guys, and did I actually feed some through there? Okay, well, let's make another. Here's some more. So yeah, this is really nice, because now I have, you know, I have everything I need. So you get your etched guys there and your silicone plates, and I think it's 1 and 4 will make you your basic circuit boards. Then you have your NAND chips that we made last time using it was a casing and red alloy wire to make your NANDs, and you need 2 of them. So I don't know, let's go ahead and make another one. And we need casings. So yeah, I mean, everything, the setup here is working fantastically. Is that a word? Fantastically? And I don't remember what our little secret was for making those casings. I think you need a piece of steel. or maybe a couple pieces of steel, and then we needed this plate in the alloy smelter, like so. And that'll take a little while. Anywho, so let's see how much wire we have currently. Oh, we got lots of wire and lots of ingots. So maybe we can actually start working on that. So what do we need? We need 2x wire, and we need 18 of these. 16 of these. Okay. So let's open crafting grid. So that'll make us 2x wire, and we need 8. Well, let's just go and see how many we get. I'm probably going to end up making too many, but I want to replace the tin, probably the tin wiring I have over there, with copper nickel anyway, because I think it's more efficient. So there's 4. And yeah, we're going to have to wait for a lot more of these to bake up. And 5. Well, that's not quite there. Okay, so we should have our refined iron casings, and if we take those, and these all, I wish there was a more unique graphic, because these are hard to identify from one another. And we drop them in here, and we're going to get our NANDs, and then we can take our circuit boards and our NANDs and drop them back in here, and there you go, your electronic circuit. So yeah, you can mass produce these much easier, and yeah. this is definitely a good set of machines to have, because those electronic circuits, they're not nice. And we might have some more wire in here already, or maybe I already processed through all that. So that'll take a little bit of time. There's not much else I accomplished here outside of these machines. I'm trying to expand out my rubber farm, because my rubber's not keeping up. Because you need those rubber plates, and now that I have the extruder, I can actually use 1 ingot for 1 plate, so that's nice. The steam stuff was using 2 ingots per plate, so I've at least reduced the usage, but I'm still not comfortable with how much we're producing. And I hate, you can't place a bag on these bottom ones. Maybe I can punch out that block, but you can see you get a lot of really low rubber nodes, and that's kind of annoying, because they're not useful, at least not for this automated setup. And I like to keep around trees that have at least 2 nodes, just because you're not wasting as much space for 1 rubber node. So there's 1. Yeah, this guy's not got any more than the 1. But yeah, I think the blast furnace being the next step will get us into the medium voltage machines, and then I'm going to start looking at replacing the Bronze Age guys, just because they're really slow. Even though I let them just kind of sit and process in the background, it's, you know, if you need resources now, it's not. Does this guy have no nodes? Well, that's even more annoying. Alright, well, I'll not mess around with those right now. Let's see how much wire we got. Alrighty. Is this only producing? No, it's producing 2. Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think that would be less efficient, but we're okay. No crafting grids. Yeah. There we go. Let's grab that, and we need 16? No, we need 8. Heating coils. Why did I think 16? Well, that's a lot less than what I thought. Hey, we have 8 heating coils. How about that? Alright. Then we need an input hatch and an output hatch, I guess. Let's see, we want I think we want that. Ew, we don't want that. Yeah, I think we want this. Right? Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can't make, so that has to be it. So we want the LV machine hull, which is not hard if you have steel plates somewhere. Here we go. And there we go. And then 2 tin wires right here. Wait a second. Okay, and then we need a piece of glass. So there's our input hatch. Now we need an output hatch. Same thing, just other side with the glass. Clear grid. And glass. So there's input, there's output. And I did not clear out my inventory as nicely as I did last time. Alright, so looking further, blast furnace. So we've got the input, we've got the output. We need an energy, a maintenance, and a muffler. Yes. Ooh, steel fluid pipe. Alright, well I guess we can do that. And I'm going to need to make up some more steel plates, I think. Which actually isn't that bad because of the plate bender, so... I do believe I have more tin available. Let's grab steel. And now I'm getting closer to running out of steel. So I'm hoping this new blast furnace makes it quicker. Which one of these is that one? Alright, now we have a bunch of copper nickel and copper nickel wire. What configuration? See, I'm not really liking this whole configuration thingy. You know what? Maybe I should save that. I shouldn't replace that right now. Alright, let me duck out here a second and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about the break there, but in the meantime I noticed I didn't even have any aluminum to make, so I went ahead and got some aluminum. I got a good supply of nickel, and I went ahead and crafted up some more of these items. The maintenance hatch, the muffler that we were working on. I've got the input output. I've got 3 hatches. You're going to need 3 LV hatches for the blast furnace in order to power it with low voltage. An Invar, which is made with nickel and iron in the alloy smelter. And I've got, so this way I'm making up a whole 2 whole stacks of Invar, I think. And then I went ahead and wired this up to go into the barrels for some of the other ingots. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's see. This was the last guy we needed for this, which is kind of an annoying recipe. So we need item frames for some reason. Let me clear out this. And I don't have enough space. Let's put those wood, and we don't need any more barrels like that. And let's dump those in there, and that in there, and that in there. Alright, let's get that out. And then here we go. Please don't break. There we go. Hey, I think we have all the stuff we need, I think. So where do we want to actually set this guy up? I'm thinking we're probably not going to make more than one of these guys, so maybe square in the middle here might be a good spot. And I think it is a 3x3x4, so 4. Oh, at least the pick is fast, right? Problem is I can't clear out a small area. Okay, so how to build this? So we need inputs and output hatches, so let's go right here, right here. What did that say about the screwdriver? I need to make another wrench because this one's about to break and I need to pick things up. Ooh. Oh, that's not aluminum, that's bitumen, or however you pronounce that. Oh, these bags. These bags are bad. Okay. Well, actually they do what they're supposed to. And I think I need a hammer, and I have one about to break, and a file. No. Let's see. Nope, just a hammer. And that maintenance hatch took every single tool that you could basically create. Alright, so let's go ahead and break this one before we start using that one. And I just want to see, I think you need to use a screwdriver on it to specify output type. Okay. Alright, well, we'll just leave that there. Now this controller in the front, middle, at bottom. So that guy goes there. Now let's put our LV hatches. Should we put them all along the back? Sounds like a good idea. LV, LV, LV. And then we have, this one needs to go on top, I think. No, don't pick that. Wrench it. Guess I should just keep this one. So, muffler hatch is top middle, okay. Maintenance hatch, one of the bottom ones. So let's take the maintenance hatch, and I guess he can go here, and I guess I'm going to need some space around this to actually get to this stuff. So there's the maintenance hatch. Now I need to fill this in with what? Heat-proof machine casings. Are those green things? Yeah. Ooh, I should have made more bars, I guess. So I need 2. Okay, so we need more invar. That'll make, let's make, we need 8, and that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll just use the file on these because I don't feel like waiting for it. Oh, the bag. That's right. I gotta figure out what to do with the bauxite and all that other stuff. So we need the file. Alright, and like so, with a wrench. Okay, that'll do, and we need some more invar plates, so 12 total. There we go. Plate bender, here it is. Plate bender's actually not too slow. It's a good speed, so I'm happy with that. But it does stink when you're waiting around for it. So I think that's where that goes, and now we need to put this muffler hatch on top. And we need to point it up, and there needs to be a space above it. So that should satisfy that. Hey now, come on, flight. Get in that hole. Get up there. Yeah, there we go. So, like that. Alright, now with the last two pieces here, we should at least have what we want. And this was a wrench and a hammer? Yes, it was. Okay. So that there, and now for our why does it not seem like I don't have enough of these? Well, that's interesting. 16 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, that's why I thought I needed 16, because I do need 16. Alright, let me go ahead and craft those guys up, and I'll get this all set together. I think I'm going to need to make some more steam turbines, and some more battery boxes to power this guy. So let me, that's kind of a sizable craft, so let me craft all that stuff up, and I'll be right back, and we can kind of, you know, derp around with this until it actually works. See you in a sec. Alright, and we're back. So here it is, our completed blast furnace. You need a layer of heat-proof machine casings on top, so that's where the difference was. But you know, it's been actually probably a couple days since I cut last. I realized I didn't have aluminum. I was running low on iron. I needed more batteries. I built a rock crusher. So it's making some aluminum. You can get lithium pretty easily from the from that salt, that lignite, not lignite, what is that called? Leopoldite, that stuff. It's around all the rock salt and stuff. But if you stick it in a rock crusher, you get a 10% chance of getting a pile of lithium dust, like a whole pile. And then you take that crushed stuff and put it back in here, and you get another 10% chance of getting a whole pile. And then you can take that impure dust and throw it in the centrifuge for a guaranteed chance of a tiny pile of lithium dust. So you can pretty much make out pretty good on lithium dust by doing that. Now another thing that I found out is duct tape, the raw carbon mesh. For that you need carbon dust, and you get carbon dust from graphite. And you also get it from these tiny pile of dark ashes. Now I think I remember hearing someone somewhere say save these, and I didn't know why. So you get those from burning, I think it's charcoal, in a blast furnace or in a steam producer. And you get these tiny piles of dark ashes. Take 9 of those and combine them, and it turns into ashes. And then what you can do is, what is it? The electrolyzer, I think. Let me go ahead and test that out before I go making statements. I think it's the electrolyzer. I don't remember which one I used, but one of those machines over there makes this into the carbon. I think you need more than one. I think you need like 2 or so. Let me see. There we go. And let's try the electrolyzer. Aha! So yeah, you get 2 carbon dust. So this will make you your carbon mesh. No hassles. So yeah, save those dark ashes if you haven't been saving those, because it's going to help you out. So we need the duct tape because it fixes one of the problems with the blast furnace. If you look in here, you'll see you'll have various issues that you'll have to fix, and I'll show you what you have to do. So in your maintenance hatch, there's this little button here. If you take a tool, for instance, a wire cutter, and click it in here, it'll fix a certain issue with the machine. And one of the things you need is duct tape to completely fix it, like so. And that'll fix the circuitry part. Each problem you have with the machine decreases its efficiency to restart the machine if it doesn't start. Okay. But yeah, I think this is all ready, and I'll show you what we have back here because I didn't go into it. But there's 3 low voltage battery buffers filled completely up with lithium batteries, which haven't been not quite full from the last batch. I only have 2 here because it would cover the maintenance hatch, but I've got 6, 8 turbines in all. Hoping these 2 aren't an issue, and I'm hoping we have enough turbines. Of course, I don't actually know if this will work, but hey, no time like the present to find out. So I think we need to, I don't know, whack it. Did that do anything? Machine processing enabled. Okay. Now, ooh, running perfectly. Does this give you any kind of indication of progress? I wasn't expecting that to actually work. Oh god. So okay, yeah, it's eating power, which is what we want. I have no clue. Oh, we're not even eating any of these. Well, that could be a backup, I suppose. So that's decreasing. This is decreasing. So hopefully we have enough power to pump out an aluminum. And how long does it actually take? So, I don't know. I guess we'll leave that burning, and I've got actually one other item to show off. So I was out doing some pretty heavy mining for resources. I've got tons of ores here. I've been processing. I threw down some more steam macerators, upgraded high pressure furnaces. And then back here, I had my inventory, my Steve's Factory Manager, output to 2 chests here. So these are all things that need to be smelted. These are all things that need to be macerated. And ran Ender IO conduit to them, because part of the problem with Steve's Factory Manager is it'll pick the first inventory, and there's really no way to distribute that out. And Ender IO has a way with the round robin feature. So instead of screwing around with these machines and having a lot of wasted output, or I guess wasted cycles, I just went and had it dump out to these chests and then enabled the round robin out to them. And as you can see up here, I've got different channels for the different kinds of machines. I did not get the hammer working. I don't know if that's just me derping or what, but I got to figure out how to. It wasn't piping in. I don't know if maybe the input direction isn't right on here. But then I set up some logistics pipes. One of the things I wanted to do was use an ender chest to bring things back into here, so that way I could. So here you go. This hand of ender from Botania will allow you to access your ender chest, but pipes don't connect to ender chests at all, so you can't pipe it out. So I found that out after I made my hand of ender. And I'm sitting here scratching my head trying to figure out, I really want to be able to be out there and just dump excess inventory and have it come back to the base. And ta-da! Dimensional transceiver set to auto output into a chest down here with logistics pipes. So there's an extractor here feeding into a logistics pipe system. And I don't know if I need all these modules or not. It seems to make sense. So I have an item sync set to default route, and it's on every last one of these because I wanted to fill up all these chests. and if an item doesn't already exist in in the network, it's got to go somewhere. So this item sync module on default route will make sure that each of these inventories are a valid default route. But on top of that, I have a polymorphic item sync so that if at least one of an item's in a chest, it will route to that chest at all times unless it's full. And then I have a quick sort module, which if by chance something gets into here that isn't supposed to be in here, it'll quick sort it back out into these other inventories, kind of keeping them I don't know, kosher, I guess. And then I have a provider here, so the provider will spit out over here so I can see what's currently in all those inventories over there in a nice, easy, concise fashion, I suppose. The only thing I don't like about logistics pipes is you can't say I want all of those. There has to be 64 or it won't satisfy the order. I don't know if there's a way to say give me all, but it's kind of annoying. But whatever, it works. I can be out in the field, and here's my dimensional transceiver. I just plop it down. Ooh, hey now. I don't need you piping things out. I can just plop this guy down, throw things in the send, and it'll send it back here to base. So it's kind of a way around. I don't know if that's something that it seems like something they were trying to prevent with the pack, but hey, it works, and I hope it's not patched out. Oh God. Alright, well, so that's kind of all the things I've done between the two cuts. Let's see what we got here. Okay, still processing. Still running perfectly. How's my power doing? Draining quickly. Ooh. I hope we don't run out of power. So obviously it's still doing something, I suppose. So we're definitely going to need to upgrade that to medium voltage relatively soon. So what is a medium voltage turbine in terms of aluminum? Ooh, ouch. Copper cable. So lots of aluminum. That's at least 8 aluminum. Rotors. Bronze plates. I better make sure I have more bronze plates, I suppose. Lots more bronze, actually. Copper wire, some aluminum rods. That's 8, 10. Oops. What's this? Steel. That's fine. Copper, fine. So what's a good electronic circuit? And oh, so I can just feed back in my electronic circuit with more NAND chips. Ooh, molten lead. Okay, well, it's still not a huge issue. I guess I'm gonna have to upgrade my assembler though, huh? Actually no, it's only requires 16 EU voltage, and these are 32 EU voltage. Should be able to do it in a basic. So we should be fine there, but are we going to have enough power to make one ingot is the oh my. I guess upgrading the batteries might be a way to go. See, this might be wasting steam because this is kind of bouncing. It doesn't look like it's actually pulling from this hatch, so maybe I should just cut the power to this so I can reroute more steam. Let's just disconnect it, I suppose. Like that. Okay, these guys should no longer get steam. And these guys should be getting more steam. going down. It doesn't look like it's going down as fast. Yeah. Oi. Yeah. Hopefully we have enough here. Oh, we got an aluminum ingot. All right. Now we are talking. So the next challenge is going to be the steam, because I think oh yeah, see we're burning through steam like nothing. So I think between episodes what I might do is Greg Tech has a steam boiler. What is it called? So we need steam generator, right? No. Steam that's railcraft. Come on, what's that called? For improved steam machines. Well, I'm drawing a blank here on what that is called. Let's try boiler. Liquid fuel boiler, factorization stuff. Here we go. Steel boiler. I think the railcraft might be on par with the steel boiler. We might want the titanium one as an up. What? How do you get titanium? Iron. Blast furnace. Well, yeah, you want a blast furnace stuff, I'm sure. So, oh, I have some of that. Alright, well, we'd have to blast furnace some of that up. There's some interesting electrolyzer recipes I'm gonna have to look into. I think your best bet is getting up to the second tier of that one. But I'll have to look into how much steam the large steel boiler produces, or making a couple more railcraft boilers. There are some advantages to the railcraft, or the Greg Tech ones, in that they don't take as much time to heat up, and you can turn them off and on. So, yeah. All right. Well, I think we got our electric furnace up and running. So, I think that's a successful episode at this point. It's actually spanned multiple days. So, yeah. Leave a like or subscribe, and have a good one, guys.